Yo, what's up? It's me, Alex. I'm back again. Been missing me? I don't believe it. You haven't been missing me because I'm kind of a regular on this channel. Actually, I'm an owner of this channel. And dive into free English, yeah? Why not? That's the point I want to cover today, along with the first point. And the first point, let it be like, I don't know, the recap of today, and what was unveiling today was pretty good because I had my regular English interpret practice. We translated things from Russian into English, and we were good at that. Both our like community, close society, I would say, again in a way, and we were doing our like regular English Russian related thing, you know what I'm saying, and we were good at that again. And guys, what I wanna make it clear for today's session of self-recording, let it be like, I don't know, I spent a lot of time learning English, and I can honestly say, and in all honesty, I can say that that's pretty useful and pretty interesting practice because you kinda expand your horizons about learning new materials, and you learn new things in a natural way. And after spending a lot of time doing my by the book style learning process, I quitted that because of like not importance. I realized that it's more crucial thing to follow natural way of learning when you like learn in a child way, when some small maybe infant tries to make his or her own steps and doing whatever, how they learn, how they approach the world, how they approach life itself, and how they learn new materials, new things. They shadow people, they emulate people, they copy people, they do what they do, and they finally they get succeed at that, and they do that stuff in a natural way. Nobody teaches them. I mean, they teach like adults teach their children to do whatever they want them to be doing, and it's not a point. The point is actually when you're looking for some children activities, how they try to do their own things for the very first time in their lives. They copy people. Actually, if you're about to say like, what's this, what's that, how can I, what things can I do with those things, what can I say, what I can say, what's it, what's that, what's whatever, you know what I'm saying. And the simplicity of those constructions explains itself and make themselves very clear, the very unique things, very natural things, and no one just can come there and say learn this, learn that, follow that. It happens by itself. And the most crucial point here is like this simplicity means genius things, and I realized that pretty deeply only recent days of my life. And I'm so like, I don't know, I'm so kind of contented guy by doing what I'm doing those days. And especially when it goes to my English. And today I dropped actually into the local church, and everything was at its places, and there were like several Native Americans as always. Sister Broadhead, Elder Litchfield, Spencer, his name is Spencer. There were also like Daniel wasn't there actually. There were another kind of very kind guy. His name is Thomas. I don't know his last name. I only call people and I memorize people by their first names, like Spencer, Thomas, and those nice girls. I don't remember their names. The first one was kind of she goes by Elder Broadhead, Sister Broadhead, I should say. And I had a banter with her, had a small talk, short, just you know, these kind of short impromptu talk when it happens between people. And she came up to me and she was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And I was like, "I can't complain." And she was, "Oh, that's good." And we were forward in our conversation about like a bunch of like not related to anything points. Like I was explaining her how I was learning English all my years. And she was like, she brought a question kind of like, "Are you a believing man?" And I was like, "Oh, I do my religious things within me, and I have my own temple within me again, and I pray all my gods almost not every day, but on a regular basis. I beg my gods to help me to drive life track in the right way, and always when I have those cross road intersections and I'm about to decide what to do further, and I use my hunch, I use my internal voice, and I use my all my things that I hear from above. It might relate to what I'm saying right now. I use all those things together in order to direct my life in a proper way, and I don't repent of all my misdoings that I done previously and what I made previously, I should say. And I'm not repenting here in front of you at all. I'm just setting things to their places, and I really want to drive this point home that I'm not kind of guy who just recant my past or just justify myself of all those misdoings that I made throughout my lifespan. And I covered all those issues that I wanted with that nice girl named Sister Broadhead, and I had a closer look at her, and I realized that she's a nice girl actually, and we may have like mutual theme, then it might go to our like learning process. She might decide to learn Russian more deeply, and I may give her those deepest things about my own language, and she may give me in a way like English related stuff that I'm about to learn those like near future days. And I'm always keen. I've always been a keen guy about my English, and I'm striving to know more about my English, and that's how it's always been. And actually, I don't know, I just unveiled in front of you the recap of today. I haven't unveiled actually the reason why I called my English the way I called it, and the name actually just came up into my mind just spontaneously without having pondering for a long while about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of, I was just geeking out what to do in my further English related activities, you know what I'm saying? And I decided to instigate my new activities that goes like doing my new vlog things, like doing my videos on a regular basis, like put them in, and put these projects in live. And I put it in live actually without pondering for a long while about it, as I told you. And I put it in live, and I made it kind of, I don't know, year and a month ago, and I'm glad about that because I advanced my speaking skills, I advanced my whatever related skills to my English, and I'm just feel good about that. And what to be doing next, I don't know. Maybe I will speak at more middle rate of speech and without correct usage of all those grammar forms, and try to entwine new recently learned vocabulary into my subsequent speech. And I don't know, I like switch paces when I speak just in the middle rate of speech, and when I like switch to the high pace, trying to be like an anchor of the news, you know what I'm saying? And when it goes smoothly, I'm glad. When it doesn't go so smoothly, I'm glad also, because I'm kind of learning. And one guy once said on his YouTube channel that you should switch paces in order to concentrate more deeply on what you're doing just right now. Let's say I'm trying to speak fast, I'm not caring too much about like possible mistakes I made right now, and I'm only concentrated on the right way of speech, like let's say like higher pace that I'm taking right now. And then I switch paces, and I'm able to concentrate more deeply without any mistakes, in a flawless way, in an impeccable way, I should say. And when I have my time, that's when I have my time to use all my recently learned vocabulary words and all my just vocabulary that I have, that I try to apply at the current moment while I'm speaking, you know what I'm saying? And yes, that's been my vocabulary today, that's been my improper speech as always, and I'm so inspired that you just exist in my life. And all those like nice Native Americans, they just exist in my life. They just exist in my life as well, and I'm inspired by their native, how they sound, how they pull me up, and how they do their English learning thing on a regular basis at our local church. And I'm so keen about that, and I'm so excited about that also, as well, I should say. And I'm gonna wrap this shit up in order to preserve your ears and to preserve your energy for something more useful in your life, instead of listening into my deepest ramblings as I'm doing right now. And I'm gonna wrap it up. And I tell you what, be healthy, wealthy, effervescent, and be just cheerful about what you've been doing in your lives, and everything's gonna be fine with that. And I wrap it up as I promised, and that's it for tonight. I will keep in touch with you as soon as I can, and that's it for tonight. See you all guys and girls. See you in a while. Bye.